Hello. This is a timeless channeled message meant to find you whenever this finds you. So the tarot cards we have for this reading are Queen of Wands, the Hermit, and King of Pentacles. Okay. So, the image that I got in my mind's eye is someone preparing a bouquet for someone else. I don't necessarily think that this is literal, but I specifically see this as you preparing yourself for someone to come in. So this is a bit of a strange way to describe this, but it's like I see you as the Queen of Wands and also the Hermit in this instance. And with the way that the cards are laid out, the Queen of Wands is looking at this King of Pentacles. And this guy, it looks like he notices you, but he seems to be focused on his own thing or doing his own work. I do feel like this is a romantic message for most people who are watching this, but I'm also getting a message of self-love. Specifically, the Queen of Wands to me, she is strong and independent. She is familiar with her light and her darkness. To me, the sunflower here represents her light, and then the cat here represents her darkness. And the Hermit, I feel like is a parallel to this Queen of Wands in that the Hermit spends time inside in the darkness by himself, but he also carries a light. So something about you already knowing yourself, knowing who you are, and loving all aspects of you seems to, I don't know how to describe it. It's like you're calling in someone or you're attracting them in. I don't think that you're literally pointing someone out and asking them to come to you. It's just that your natural energy, your natural vibe seems to attract this other person who is incredibly stable. I'm getting this weird sense that this other person may not be someone you're used to or someone that you're expecting, because the narrative that I'm getting is maybe you're used to people who aren't treating you 100% correctly. So in your mind or in your heart, you've decided that it's okay to settle for less. But this other person that shows up, who seems to be around your energy or who notices you, but is almost like they're minding their own business, they seem to be all right in all aspects. So there's the sense of like, what's the catch to this? Why is this person here? And like, are we actually compatible? In fact, this questioning actually seems quite healthy because maybe an early version of you, if you saw someone you really liked, you would have just jumped right in, fallen head over heels. But there's something about discernment and needing to take this slowly, carefully, that actually makes this a much more healthier relationship than ones that you've had in the past. We're gonna get some cards to clarify these ones. So I'll ask, Spirit, can you tell me more about the Queen of Wands? Why is the Queen of Wands here? Something about that cat in the Queen of Wands is standing out. I heard internally someone whose demons play well with my own. A bunch of cards popped up, but we're gonna take just the first three because there'd be too many otherwise. So, in order, we have the Moon, the World, and Ten of Swords. Wow, okay. In terms of your love life or relationships that occurred in your past, they're definitely showing me a lot of betrayal or heartache. Well, not just heartache, but like just a complete dissembling of self. But here's the important part. This is behind you. Yes, it is a part of your experience a part of what shapes you to the person you are now, but it is not the thing that completely defines you. It doesn't even necessarily define your relationships. It was just meant to show you what you value, who you are, and what boundaries you have. Very specifically with the world that came before it, the wreath around this person is standing out very strongly to me, and it's indicating like an aura. Like, okay, so there's two things. The traditional meaning of the world card is like transcending a cycle, and I do feel like there was something in the past regarding some type of betrayal, some type of heartache, where maybe you gave yourself too much to other people, and now you're in this understanding of yourself, understanding how to have and hold a balanced energy just for you. Let's see. With the moon card here, to me, this has a lot to do with cycles. I know traditionally this also refers to the unseen or the subliminal. I think that a part of you in your past, you followed your instincts when it came to relationships. And of course, you have to follow your bliss. You have to do what you feel is correct. But there's something about you that knows better this time. As in, this difficult experience that you've had, or maybe this pattern that you've recognized, you've seen it and you've called it out, and you're in a more whole state, which is why this other person, this King of Pentacles, is being presented to you. And again, this is regardless of gender. It doesn't have to be a man, by the way. Remember though, the Hermit. Hermit is Virgo energy, specifically the ability to analyze and discern. So there's definitely a very strong signal of you understanding your light again, understanding what you want and what you don't want. So you're being reminded of this, or you're being asked to reflect on that before this other person comes in. So we're gonna get some more clarifiers for the Hermit card. We'll ask Spirit, why is the Hermit here? I heard the gray zone. Like, I feel like you've gotten to the point where you see past duality and you understand that it's a spectrum. And like most things in life are like this. I think that our minds love to categorize things as black or white, is or is not, but it takes an evolved perspective to understand that things exist on a gradient. Something about seeing the middle ground about something, understanding what you can let go of in terms of what your ideas of how this other person has to show up. I feel like this person isn't necessarily even someone you've met yet. Or at the very least, if you know them, it's like the entertainment of them as a partner is, you're entertaining the idea of them as a partner, but at a distance. It's not like you're fantasizing about them all day and all night. This is somebody that you see from a distance and you're like, wow, that person's cute, or this person's hot. All right. So to clarify the Hermit, we have Queen of Pentacles, the Devil, and Temperance. Okay. Okay, so they're showing me that this relationship and something that maybe you're looking for is somebody who kind of challenges your boundaries. So Queen of Pentacles, to me, it shows me that you're comfortable as you are once again, but you're looking for somebody who can expand you, or who is like, I don't know how to describe this, but like it seems like what you want is complementary to your personality instead of exactly parallel, as in you cover different ground, but you have enough in common with them to relate, to have a good romantic relationship with. It looks like, okay, with the Devil here, the devil to me is about structure. I'm getting like a deal or an agreement. So perhaps the type of relationship that you're looking for right now requires more commitment or just like honest boundaries, honest conversation. And this is indeed a healthier thing. Because once again, you're at the point where you know who you are and what you want. And like, you know what you provide in a relationship and also what you're looking for. You shouldn't have to be afraid to ask for it, and you shouldn't have to settle for someone who can't meet you at your bare minimum. That being said, I remember earlier about this idea of a gray zone plus the concept of temperance here. I think that like, it's not about looking for somebody who is considered the perfect partner, because the concept of perfect is just in the mind's eye. There are certain things and qualities that you know you're willing to let go of, or like, this would be nice to have in a partner, but it's not a deal breaker if I don't get these things. I think that something in temperance also is talking about how you and this other person add to each other. The sum is greater than the whole of its parts. Okay, so the image that they're showing me is, if you were to think of regular math, 1 plus 1 equals 2, but it's like you plus this other person is greater than just 2. It's something bigger occurs than just the two individuals. Wait, I'm gonna ask, because I see something being made or created, but I don't necessarily know what that is. So I'll ask, Spirit, can you show me what's being made here? Something about you two coming together creates something as well. We got 2 of Wands. Okay, take this as it resonates. Okay, so for some people, it's like you're literally co-creating the world together with this person. You're creating like a unique experience or a unique perspective on life with this other person from your union. For some of you, this actually it looks really big, like you're creating some type of business, or you're creating some type of like power couple dynamic, like maybe both of you become counselors in something. It feels like it has the potential to be huge. At the same time though, you know that this thing that is huge, it has to take time, or in order for it to build up to that big thing, it has to have that solid foundation first. Again though, what I'm getting from all of this is that both of you are a complementary pair, and you both add to each other by being whole versions of yourself. All right, so let's move on to that last card so that we can discern more about who this other person is. Spirit, can you tell me more about the King of Pentacles? Why is the King of Pentacles here? Internally, I keep hearing the words, if I'm gone, would I be missed? Maybe this is you or them. It's just that like, I just keep getting this feeling of like needing to be strong and independent. But maybe that's why like both of you are skeptic about this, or you feel like you need to take this slowly because you don't want to involve yourself too much with someone else, or like you want to prove to yourself that you can be independent without them, maybe also vice versa. They want to prove to themselves or even to you that they don't need to be like codependent. And this is actually a healthy thing. But it's okay to miss people. It's okay to want to be around them. And it's not about being so obsessed, especially to start. It's about, again, building that thing very slowly, the shift into that deep passion. All right, to clarify the King of Pentacles, we have King of Pentacles. Then we have the High Priestess. And Page of Swords. Dang, okay, so that's wild. So with the King of Pentacles twice, I feel like this person, when they come up to you, or like if this is somebody that you know already, if this was somebody specifically on your mind, I get the impression that you're questioning them, or like there's a mystery about who they are. But because it appears twice, I feel like the person that they are to you is just very like blunt or straightforward. Like they're not actually hiding anything. Normally the High Priestess does talk about mystery, but I actually see this as it being from your point of view. Like you're trying to figure them out a bit. Like you're trying to scrape beneath the surface or dig around to see if they're hiding something from you. Because once again, there's this feeling of like they're too nice or whatever. What's the catch in all of this? But you may be surprised to find that there's actually no catch with this person. So again, this could be somebody that you know, but you barely like interact with, or you're not like too deep into a romantic relationship yet. Or this could be somebody new that is revealed to you, that when you come across each other, there is some chemistry and that you feel something, but you don't necessarily act on it just yet. I see here that, again, this will take some time or a little bit of like, the word I want to say is like reconnaissance. It feels like you need to take some time to uncover them or to be familiar with them, just so that you can confirm what your gut is telling you, and like confirm that what you see is what it is at face value. There's no problem with taking this slow. There's no problem with allowing this person to come in and get to know you, or you getting to know them. Once again, I see that like the way that this relationship is approached feels quite different and maybe foreign to you. And this can be a good thing, because once again, you closed out those dark cycles and you're ready for this newer, brighter one to come in. So that's everything I'm seeing for this reading. If you enjoyed this, please leave me a like and a comment. I would really appreciate that. And if you're interested in a personal reading from me, I opened up a Coffee account. So you can hire me to get a personal reading for yourself, or you can tip me if you feel so compelled. So until next time, take care. Bye-bye.